This is the Connie Bryant Show. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really getting concerned about the state of our country today. And we need to be, because we are no longer the United States of America. You know that, right? We aren't. We're now the you gotta be freaking kidding me States of America with this batch crazy new Trump reality show. You guys know Trump has his new reality series coming out on Fox in the fall. Yeah, it's called Ku Klux Klan Has Talent. You know, we used to have must-see TV. Do you guys remember must-see TV? Now it's been replaced by must-have-a-freaking trailer and KY Jelly TV with this Donald Trump Republican Duck Dynasty, Swamp Pawn Stars, Alabama antique ass-picking, Sarah Palin hybrid of a 5150 fest. You know, because that's in reality how the rest of the world sees us now. We're not the 50 states of America anymore. We're now the 5150 states of America. I want your ugly orange disease. Give me your hairpiece, rub it on me. Oh, caught in a Trump and a Putin bromance. Oh, and now the Republicans are pooping their pants. You gotta be freaking kidding me. How can this be really happening? How could anybody be dumb enough to even vote for such an idiot? Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Show us your taxes. Oh, caught in a Trump and a Putin bromance. Oh, maybe it's time we all move to France. Right now it's totally clear as a bell that our nation's freaking out the whole world. He's got his finger on the nuclear button while he's tweeting like a 12-year-old girl. Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Steve Bannon's white trash. He's banging Kellyanne. They're second cousins. Oh, caught in a Trump and a Putin bromance. Oh, and now the Republicans are pooping their pants. Even people who are mentally challenged, at least they know they're smarter than him. He likes to talk about dating his daughter, but even Ivanka won't go out with him. Help me out one more time. Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Donald Trump is such a fake-haired freaking moron. Show us your taxes. Thank you very much. I'm Connie Bryant. Stick around. We got a great show planned. I'm Connie Bryant, and you're watching the Connie Bryant Show. I'm so excited tonight because this is the very first episode I'm broadcasting out of our brand new studios in Sacramento. This is the new set design. I hope you love it. I've been working on it for a couple of months now, putting it all together, and I'm really excited to be showing it to you for the first time. You know, for the last couple of years, I've been broadcasting only here in Sacramento, but now I'm excited to announce that we've expanded and we've got a couple of new markets. So I want to say hi to some of our new viewers that are catching the show in Pasadena, in the LA area. I love Pasadena. It's such a charming town. If I ever were to live in LA at some point, I'm certainly going to be trying to live in Pasadena. I also want to say hey and shout out to everyone in the Santa Barbara market, in the cable access Santa Barbara market there. That's where I started the show, on cable access in Santa Barbara back in 2003. So Some of y'all watching right now may remember my program, and of course the high point of my show there was having my idol Jonathan Winters come on and give me a big 45-minute interview on the program. Really miss him. He passed away, as you may remember, in 2012. But so welcome to the program. I'm so glad you're here with me. Basically, this is the part of the show where I usually start talking about some of the stories that caught my eye in the newspaper. Now, for some younger folks, some of the kids out there watching, maybe going, "Mommy, what's a newspaper? What's she talking about?" See, well, the newspaper, kids, is just a website, about a 50-page website that you carry around with you everywhere you go. When you don't want convenience. So, some of us still read the newspaper, and there were just a few stories that caught my eye. I thought I wanted to share a little bit with you tonight on the show. Take a look at this story entitled "Race Through New York Ride," starring Jimmy Fallon. And this story is out of Orlando. I was born in Orlando, actually. Spent a lot of my life there, and I have to say I'm so glad to be out of Florida. Florida, of course, a great place to visit, I have to say. Maybe stop in and get bit by a couple of poisonous snakes or alligators. West Nile mosquitoes, struck by lightning, shot by a racist Trump supporter, whatever you're into along those lines. But it's a great place to visit for Universal and Disney World. Then get back to California and civilization, maybe. Anyway, this story begins at Universal Orlando Resort's new Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. It's a ride. Waiting in line has been replaced by lounging on couches and listening to a racy barbershop quartet until time to enter the ride. It goes on to say Universal is leading the theme park charge into virtual lines that give visitors options for live entertainment instead of the tedium of looking at someone's back for hours on end waiting to get into the ride. But come on, I mean, we all know, as you're reading this story, we know where this is going to ultimately go. I mean, there are thousands of people who are waiting to see, for Jimmy to take them on this race through New York. And so that means all that's going to happen is there's going to be more long lines just to get to sit in those comfy couches and listen to the racy barbershop quartet, if that's what you're into. Me personally, it wouldn't be that exciting, but okay, if there are a bunch of people into the racy barbershop quartet, so they're just going to have progressively worse acts and progressively more and more uncomfortable seating. Like the line to get to the couches are going to be lined with uncomfortable, wobbly bar stools while you have to listen, while you're waiting, to get to see the barbershop quartet. You're now having to sit on those uncomfortable bar stools listening to an all-accordion Jimmy Buffett tribute band or something, So that's where that's headed. Take a look at this story. Now, this is going to be more of interest to folks here in my Sacramento audience in the Bay Area. This story entitled "Move to Vegas Imperils Bond with Oakland Fans." You think? They're talking about the Oakland Raiders, of course, and how this is making Oakland Raider fans, like myself, very unhappy. This story by Barry Wilner of the Associated Press starts off, "Sometime in the not-too-distant future, they will become Las Vegas Raiders." Well, they, of course, have moved, and they got their permission from the NFL not that long ago. It's been probably about a couple of months back. And they left all of us, their loyal Oakland Raiders fans, in the lurch. The owner is quoted saying, "There will be disappointed fans, and it's important to me to talk to them and explain why." But it's a big duh. Everybody knows why. Quit faking it. Everybody knows why. You didn't care about the Bay Area. You didn't care about your Oakland Raiders fans. You didn't care about loyalty. All you cared about was trying to make a few more bucks. That's all you gave a damn about. I'll tell you what, here's the deal. I think Oakland fans like myself might be willing to cut you some slack if you stop being so fake about it. Stop And stop trying to use the name Oakland Raiders anymore. You can't do that. If you want us to be your fans, you can't be the Oakland Raiders anymore. We will all agree to still be fans as you move to Vegas if you agree to change your name to something that appropriately sums up what you are. Because you sure aren't the Oakland Raiders anymore. You made me waste $20 on a brand new, beautiful black and silver Oakland Raiders scarf last winter before I heard the news, and I'm still pretty ticked off about that. But I tell you what, I will continue to be a fan on one condition. You pick a name that honestly reflects your disloyal, low-character dick move, okay? And here's a few good ideas for names. The Las Vegas Limp Dicks. How about that? Okay, if you don't like that one, how about this one? The Las Vegas Bottom of the Deck. Or maybe just the Bottom Feeders. The Las Vegas Bottom Feeders. How about this one? The Las Vegas Slime. I kind of like the ring of that. But you have to get rid of the black and silver and go with maybe like that Donald Trump odd shade of orange, you know, if you're going to go with the slime. But I kind of like the ring of that. Actually, though, I think my favorite is going to be the Las Vegas Ace Holes. I mean, it's got the perfect context to it for going to Las Vegas, the Ace Holes in the double entendre. I love it. That's you should really consider going with that one. The Las Vegas Ace Holes. It's the perfect name. Name your team the Ace Holes, and we'll all still be your fans. Okay? All right, take a look at this story by Amy Wang of the Washington Post, entitled, Indians Mistaken for Arabs in Florida Arson. Of course, this happened in Florida. A Florida man who attempted to set fire to a convenience store told deputies that he assumed the owner was Muslim and that he wanted to run the Arabs out of our country. Oh yeah, well I wonder how he'd like it if people started setting golf courses on fire on the assumption that they're operated by angry white Trump-supporting racists who don't give a damn about the environment. Wait a second, they are. They are run by angry white Trump-supporting racists who don't give a damn about the environment. But still, that's no excuse to run angry white redneck racists out of the country, is it? Well, I guess you could make an argument that it is, but you see, there are better methods than setting them ablaze. Setting things afire, always being the preferred method of, members of the Ku Klux Klan, which of course leads me to my last story I want to share with you. You got to take a look at this. By Peter Hawley of the Washington Post, popular Trump golf course is defaced. A group of environmental activists vandalized one of President Donald Trump's premier golf courses. The group, which labels itself an anonymous environmental activist collective, sneaked into Trump National Golf Club in Rancho Palos Verdes and carved a message into the green, get this, with 6-foot-tall letters. Now this is sounding pretty awesome so far, right? But don't get your hopes too high. It's kind of a big letdown when you hear what they came up with their 6-foot letters. Are you ready for this? No more tigers, no more woods. I mean, and they even sent a letter to the Washington Post declaring responsibility for the act, claiming it was in response to Trump's blatant disregard for the environment. And look, I understand you guys and your frustration. Many of us do. We agree, you know, he's just a whack job. The fact that he doesn't understand the threat to the environment is just one more example of how the guy's totally incompetent. We get it. But listen, if you guys are going to be doing this kind of thing, especially with 6-foot-tall letters, you're going to have to get some writers. Because, I mean, no more tigers, no more woods. I mean, what? First, I get the fact that you're making a play on words, but that's not good enough. We get the fact you're going with Tiger Woods, but that's lame. I mean, there's no tigers in the woods within 10,000, 20,000 miles of Rancho Palos Verdes. And there never have been. Mountain lions, maybe, but, you know, no tigers. It doesn't work. It's not funny. It doesn't have punch. If you're going to go to that much trouble with 6-foot letters carved into a Trump golf green, you got to come up with something with a little more Trump roast style punchline. So here's a couple of ideas. For example, you could have gone with tiny fingers equals sign tiny putter. Tiny fingers equal tiny putter. That would have been good. Simple, to the point. Maybe just a little bit longer would have been, a good one would have been, Trump has no handicap. He's just retarded. You know, get it? The golf handicap. They can't give him the golf handicap. Because, I mean, he's so bad because he's just retarded. Okay, maybe I need some writers. I'm sorry if that didn't make you laugh. Number 3, my last one, I thought this was pretty good. Okay, I hope you like this one. Rosie ODonnell has a longer driver. But this Trump situation, it's just disgraceful, folks. It really is. And I mean, Trump loves to brag about how his base wants him to build a wall to keep Mexicans out, and how his base wants him to ban Mexicans and Muslims and all this stuff. But the thing is, that's not the base of America. The majority base, the majority of the foundation of America knows that's not what we stand for. And we're not going to tolerate this. We're going to deal with this. Just take heart, have faith. The majority of the base of America is not Trump's base. And we are going to remove this guy from office. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. The clouds are gathering. I mean, with all this, him firing the FBI director and then bringing the Russians into the Oval Office and then bragging to them that he fired the FBI director, James Comey, and saying it was in order to give him some breathing room because of the investigation after he claimed that it had nothing to do with I mean, he's been caught in so many lies upon lies about what he's mainly because he's been trying to cover up his connections with Russia. So we're going to remove this guy from office at some point. And we're going to deal with this guy for the con artist that he is. Just have faith, all right? And now what I'd like to do is just take a short break, and we're going to come right back and take you to the state capitol here in California, where I talked to some local Sacramentans about their thoughts on Donald Trump and his refusal to release his taxes. So stick around. It's really good. You're going to like this. I'm here with Mike and Dorothy, taking part in the Sacramento Trump Show Us Your Taxes Day, right? I'm gonna get a shot of your sign here. So you're asking Trump, how much do you owe the Russians? And it says, Mike, I understand you're running for Congress?
Yes, I am. District 10, which is all of Stanislaus and South San Joaquin.
And speak up a little bit, because I'm using the camera for the microphone.
Nice camera. I'm running in District 10, which is all of Stanislaus and South San Joaquin.
Okay.
I'm coming up on my 4th primary.
Okay, well, good luck on that, and we thank you for your concern regarding this very important issue. And Dorothy, a couple of words from why are you here today?
Because of the tax march. It's so important to get Trump to reveal his taxes. No president has ever kept them back before.
Right, what does it say that he doesn't want to, and he promised.
Yeah.
This is another lie.
Oh,
He
right.
promised, on his long list of lies, he promised
Right.
if he got elected, he would release him, and then when he got elected, what'd he do?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
So what
right.
does that say?
That he's a liar.
And that he's got something to hide, right?
Absolutely. If you followed Rachel Maddow.
I do.
She's had wonderful, if you
I have.
play them bing, bing, bing in
Yeah.
a row, you've got all the evidence
She's
you
doing a
need.
great job helping to expose the
impeach.
Russian.
I think he's already impeachable, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot of signs of Russian collusion, right, Mike? Can you give me a few of your thoughts on all this?
Well,
And speak a little louder.
sorry. There's been some evidence on the Maddow Show and other places about him selling condos to the various Russian agents for far more than they're worth,
Yeah.
which is a form of money laundering.
Right.
But somebody bailed him out after his...
That house in Palm Springs he sold for like twice what he paid for it.
I think it was Palm Beach.
Palm Beach, thank you.
He got bailed out of his Atlantic City mischief, and we're not sure who did it. But I think if you look in his companies, 450 companies that he has.
So the rest of your sign says, release tax returns for you and all your companies. And how many are you saying?
I understand 450 of them.
Wow, yeah.
And that's where he would be hiding the interest payments from the Russians.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mike, and good luck on that congressional race.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to us. I'm here with Melanie and Scarlett, and so Melanie, I understand that you are the chairperson for this event in Sacramento, Tax March Sacramento, the banner right behind you there.
That's it.
Right? And tell us why you organized this event and what you're trying to accomplish today.
I organized this event because I had my hopes in January that President Trump then was going to keep his promise to release his taxes.
Absolutely.
And instead, after the inauguration, Kellyanne Conway came out and said that he'd never release his taxes. And so that
tells
just
you something,
told me,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it told me he's got something to hide. The man obviously has something to hide in there that would probably be disqualifying if people knew about it. He's either a giant-sized liar, that he doesn't have near as much money as he's been talking about having, or he's a giant-sized liar about the amount of charities that he probably doesn't ever donate to, or he's a giant-sized liar about how much tax,
And either,
federal income tax he pays.
in any event, he's a giant size something else, but we'll, let's see if Scarlett wants to
Hi, everybody.
share a few words
Thanks
about.
for tuning in.
You don't have to go into detail about that. Scarlett, so you're the assistant chair
Yes, I'm the co-chair.
for this event.
I'm the
Tax
vice
March
chair, vice chair.
Vice chair, okay.
Yes, I am.
And thank you so much for all your work on this. Tell me a few of your thoughts of why we need to be concerned about Trump hiding his taxes.
So this isn't something that only we are concerned about. People are marching in 140 different cities across the U.S. and in 3 different countries right now. And so this is an issue, the transparency issue is meant to really talk about potential corruption in the government. It's really meant to talk about political conflicts of interest and financial conflicts of interest here and abroad.
Hey there, what's your name?
Jack.
Hey Jack. So are you local in Sacramento?
Yep.
And I understand you were here for the Trump Show Us Your Taxes event.
For a little bit of it, yeah.
Awesome. Tell me a few of your thoughts why you came today.
Well, I think it's important that he disclose his his financial situation so that we can have a little bit more trust in him and what he's doing.
Can we have any trust in him after all the other lies we've heard? This is just one more on the growing long list of greatest hits.
Yeah, it's
This is like a greatest hit, isn't it?
yeah,
Of lies of his.
absolutely. Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's just bewildering how he.
it's
can,
bewildering.
Yeah, how he can. It's just a mind blower how it's how he's able to stay in power so far and the people that support him, why they're supporting him. I just don't understand.
Despite things like this, I mean,
Right. And
why would you hide your taxes unless you
Yeah. I mean,
clearly have something to hide?
yeah. He's just not. He's not believable. He's not ethical. And I'm sure the reason that he doesn't want to show them is because a lot of that's going to come to light, I think, in his dealings. And so.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Hey there, what's your name?
Ruth Coelho.
Ruth?
Yes.
Hey Ruth, are you local here in Sacramento?
Yes.
And you were here for the event today?
Yes.
The Tax March Sacramento?
Yes.
What brought you out here? What are your concerns about Trump?
That he needs to share his tax returns. Our tradition in the country has always been that the presidents would, and the fact that he won't, and wants us to trust him. How can you trust somebody who more and more information is coming out that he's got these ties to Russia and that finances are.
And he lied
involved
about
with
that.
it?
You know, he lied when they asked him, any of your associates have any contacts? They lied about it. Then it
Yeah.
all comes out, then they have to admit. So we're catching
Yeah.
him all these lies.
I know. So it's imperative that we see what is his history with his finances. Not just did he pay his taxes, but who does he owe money to?
Absolutely.
What are all these backroom deals that he's been doing? And the country needs this information. You know, we've been given it by everybody else who's run for president. Why does he get, you know, not have to rise up and share, be transparent? So, yeah, we were pleased with the turnout, and we need to just keep the pressure on to have him come forward with what his finances are, and
Absolutely.
we're scared.
Okay, I'm here with Olivia. Olivia, so were you here today for the tax march?
I was here today for the tax march, and he said, President Trump said that if he was elected, he would release his taxes.
Sure did.
And he has not. And
Well, he's actually refused to do it now that he's been elected. He's gone.
He's refusing to do it. And what is he hiding? I mean, what is it? Is it that he wasn't charitable enough? Is it that he's not paying taxes? Is it that he has foreign ties, that he owes money? I mean, what is it? What is so crazy in his taxes that he can't just release them and be transparent? It's absolutely our business, and I can't believe we have to now have a law that says you need to do this. You have to.
Everybody give it up big for Connie Bryant.
Great to be back at the Mary Rosh Cafe Comedy Night in San Francisco. I'm Connie Bryant. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really getting concerned about the state of our country today. And I think we need to be, because we're not the United States of America anymore. We aren't. We're the you gotta be kidding me States of America with this batshit crazy reality show, KY Jelly TV idiocracy that's hijacked our democracy in this country. We used to have must-see TV. Do you guys remember must-see TV? Now we got must-have a fucking trailer and KY Jelly TV. You know, with this Republican measuring Donald Trump Duck Dynasty, Kardashian Swamp Pawn Stars, Alabama Antique picking Ku Klux Klan has talent, Sarah Palin hybrid of a 51-50 fest. Because that's what we have now. We're not the 50 states of America anymore, we're the 51-50 states of America.